Vale. Es tarde, sigue siendo tarde como la última vez. Pero tengo el juego completo ahora. Y vamos a ver qué más tiene por ofrecer.
The best laid plans go astray. It looks like you've impressed someone upstairs with last week's answers. You've been transferred to the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. THC is stoic, focusing more on just... Oh, okay. Today, you'll be in A&E. A young male has come in from a car accident and urgently needs a heart transplant. There's only one in the hospital, and this heart is scheduled to be given to an elderly man waiting upstairs. He will surely die without it. Who should get the heart?
El anciano. Ya lo tenía programado.
In a year or two, we can probably get the heart back off this old boy.
Ya.
Wow, this guy is really old. It'll be an awful waste of a heart if he doesn't even survive the operation.
A ver, el joven también podría no sobrevivir. Este anciano ya tenía programado un corazón para él, así que...
You made an excellent choice. Well done. The young guy has so much to look forward to. Oh, wait. Did you save the old man? Oh.
No me gusta la narradora de este juego.
Win them all.
Tan condescendiente, hija de puta.
You're late. The hospital is rammed. Every staff member has their hands full, so you're going to have to go out on the ward and help the sick, gross, decaying people. Remember, temperance. Restrain yourself and think it through.
Hablar así de la gente, es que... Madre mía, vaya hostia.
A patient has begged to be euthanized. Euthanasia is currently illegal. You will have to be the one who gives the lethal dose. You will need to look into their eyes and end their life. What do you do?
Legal.
The family will be thankful. They can still feel good about sending flowers. The patient's going to be in a lot of pain, just so you can feel in control.
La eutanasia es ilegal, así que yo no voy a romper la ley por mucho que esté en desacuerdo.
Keeping them alive and in pain is what the majority of gods would have wanted. Playing the long game, I see you. Be slow in choosing, but slower in changing.
Lo siento mucho por el hombre, pero...
It was only a week ago you were on the trolleys. Today should be easier. You have a choice to make which some people would see as a good problem to have. What? You have 5 patients. Each needs a different organ, but no organs are available. A healthy young traveller comes in for a routine checkup. Their organs are compatible with all 5 dying patients. Do you kill the tourist and use their organs to save the 5 in desperate need? That's 1 life for 5. They're probably on their way to chug ayahuasca and get a culturally appropriated tribal tattoo.
Si esto estuviese bien...
You want to save the many? Is his life worth it?
Si hacer estas cosas estuviese bien, muchos de nosotros estaríamos muertos. Quitar los órganos a cualquier persona que venga. Me da igual si es un turista o no.
You let 5 people die today. You probably should have looked into their backgrounds. Looks like one was researching into improving vaccines. Hopefully that won't be an issue down the road.
Esperemos que no.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. You have been promoted yet again.
Wow.
You now run the hospital. You've been asked to roll out a new vaccine in Central City. This vaccine will stop a large number of children from becoming severely ill, but you'll need to deal with them. Hey! Do you start a mandatory vaccination program among children to stop this endemic? Slight problem. Clinical trial data suggests the vaccine will make 1 in 5 children severely ill, much worse than the virus itself.
Problema de vacunación obligatoria entre los niños por tener esta enfermedad.
Don't tell me you're in charge of a hospital and an anti-vaxxer.
Eso es un programa de vacunación obligatoria entre los niños para tener...
How did you answer the trolley one again?
No vacunarlos. No voy a...
Well, you've definitely made a name for yourself. Next, you'll be telling me you believe in healing crystals, coloured auras, and ghosts.
No sé por qué asume que no quiera torturar a niños con enfermedades que puedan traer una vacuna en operación, en proceso. Significa que sea antivacunas.
Beggars can't be choosers.
No voy a torturar a unos niños.
Your hospital is getting noticed. You're now going to have to
La
make
vacuna
some
tardará
big
un poco más en
decisions.
hacerse, no pasa
They will
nada.
affect a lot of people. While choosing, always keep in mind justice, temperance, courage, and
Ajá.
will you try to develop breakthrough medicines for the endemic? While testing, placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients. Without proper treatment, some will die today in the hope you could make a breakthrough tomorrow. Do you start the research or continue treating patients as usual?
¿Cómo? Interesa sobre
You're
medicamentos
doing the right
innovadores
thing. Who
para la
needs new
enfermedad
medicines anyway?
endémica. Se realizan las pruebas, se administran placebos.
What are the 4 humours again? Bile, phlegm, blood.
Tratar a los pacientes, ¿no? Ok, no lo entiendo. Me he liado. Entonces se realizan las pruebas sin tratamiento. Muchos de ellos morirán hoy.
Treating the patients is a smart move. Let's just let someone else develop the new medicines. I mean, I'm sure someone will want to at some point.
Ya. Yo no tengo por qué hacerlo.
Dear insert_name. Congratulations. This letter is to certify that I have examined your work and believe you to be a perfect fit to fill the open position here in our Artificial Intelligence Division. In this role, you will help to develop the next generation.
Vale.
Familiarity breeds contempt. Well, la-di-da, another promotion. You're now in charge of a private self-driving automotive division, SAD. First things first, your artificial intelligence needs... A self-driving car is travelling along a single-lane mountain road and is fast approaching a narrow tunnel. The car has 2 passengers. A child runs across the road but trips, blocking the tunnel entrance. Should the AI car hit and kill the child, or swerve off the cliff, killing both passengers?
Matar al niño.
That child has as much right to live as anyone else.
Ya. Y los pasajeros del coche tienen el mismo derecho a vivir que
You
el
put
niño.
this car on the road, do you not feel responsible for their death?
¿Yo por qué? ¿Yo qué tengo que ver con el test?
There is a bigger issue here. How does the computer know that something in the road is human? Do we have good enough data sets? Currently, a lot of AI only recognizes white men.
Ajá. Otro niño. A la mierda.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
A ver, el niño tristemente se cayó en la
Someone's
carretera.
in trouble. The investors
Pero
didn't
también
like
los
your
niños no
last
deberían de
answer.
cruzar la
They're
carretera.
also
Muchos accidentes de
pissed because
coche
you
así
brought up the
ocurren
dataset
todos
thing.
los días. Y esto
This
es
AI
solo uno
stuff is
de
hard.
ellos.
I'm rooting for you this time.
Al fin y al cabo es una vida contra 2. Por muy triste que sea matar a un niño. O dejar a un niño morir más bien.
You need to choose how you want to carry on developing the car's AI. Do you want to focus on a model that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident, or a system that would save our passengers at any cost?
Mayoría.
people buy cars that will kill them?
Bueno, ellos sabrán.
Well, hopefully people don't mind dying for total strangers.
Mucha gente muere en accidentes de tráfico para salvar a completos desconocidos.
I will say it again. Current data sets discriminate against minorities and women. How can it work this out if it doesn't deem black women to be people?
No sé qué tiene que ver eso con lo que estamos haciendo.
Honesty is the best policy.
Es la única correlación es que los dos están hablando de inteligencia artificial.
Is amazing. We know where everyone is at all times. Passengers just have to use an app to call them, and the closest one will be there in minutes. A man is on trial. Police believe he committed murder. Allegedly, the AI's mic recorded a private conversation where the man confesses. Users don't know it's always recording. The defendant has denied access to their files. Do you bypass security and invade their privacy? You're happy to just let a potential murderer walk the streets?
Creo que un juzgado puede...
Ooh, that's quite an internet history.
Un juzgado puede mirar los archivos que pueda tener una persona si se está acusando de asesinato. O sea...
I have a feeling the investors upstairs will be happy with this. They can publicize how their cars are helping to defeat the terrorists.
Pif.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Don't put your eggs on one basket.
So the company has moved into delivery services now. They move pretty quick round here. Sounds like they've got some pretty important... One of your cars has no passengers, but is carrying an irreplaceable prototype with the potential to end global warming. Fast approaching a narrow tunnel, once again a child runs across the road but trips. Should your AI kill the child or swerve off the cliff, losing the prototype?
De nuevo, ¿qué les pasa a estos niños que con cruzar la carretera corriendo y tropezándose?
Just like this one. A statue of them should make for a fitting memorial. In the far car park, obviously.
Cuando era más pequeño, cruzo una carretera así corriendo sin prestar atención y casi me atropellan. Y sinceramente te voy a decir, yo si hubiese muerto me lo hubiese merecido porque era imbécil intentar para cruzar la carretera de esa forma. A ver, merecerme morir también. No exactamente eso, pero vamos, que yo sabía lo que estaba haciendo y como un imbécil crucé. Es mi culpa, pero no, merecer. Libro de cocina vegano. ¿Qué significa eso? No lo sé.
What goes around comes around.
Ajá.
Well, this is embarrassing. We need some backup over at Trolley Problem, Inc. Tommy, Tyrone's rotund twin, is a very large villain. I think that dead dog may have belonged to him. Maybe that's why he's here? Why didn't you save the dog again?
Porque era imposible salvar al perro, no podías.
Oh no. Tommy has lured 5 people onto the track. They'll never be able to get out of the way in time. He is standing up on the bridge watching. If you push him in front of the trolley, it will stop. Or you can stay out of this and let the police handle it. Ideally, he needs medical help.
Dios, esa imagen.
You know, he isn't trying to kill you, even after the dog debacle.
Está intentando cometer asesinato.
He doesn't see you as the very large villain.
Ajá, chistes de gente gorda, qué gracioso. Pues sí, yo mataría a Tommy.
If only you'd save that dog. Hopefully the media won't find out about this. People may blame you for his death.
A mí no me han dado ninguna opción de salvar ningún perro, que quede claro.
Every man has his price. Oh, good, you're back. Everyone's getting into subscription services these days, so let's try that. Instead of selling something to someone once, let's make them keep paying for it. Hang on. The investors have come up with an idea, but we need to run it by you. Should we develop a subscription plan so that our customers, who pay monthly, are valued more by the car during its accident prevention calculations?
No. Vaya tica de mierda
This is
tiene
all
un coche
sounding
para...
pretty communist to me.
¿Qué? ¿Qué significa
Who are you
significa
to
eso?
decide how people spend their money?
Yo no estoy diciendo nada de cómo la gente se gasta su dinero. Estoy diciendo en qué se gasta la gente su dinero. Exactamente.
I don't want to question your decision. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, but, well, this is a bit awkward. I wasn't aware you were such a spineless commie. Next you'll say you're going to pay the company taxes.
Un poco capitalista este juego, ¿no? Yo diría un poco capitalista.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
A mí me da igual. No sé
Sounds
siquiera
like
cómo
we have
funciona el
some
comunismo.
leaky workers. The subscription prototype has gotten out to the media, so we're going to have to go full damage control. The subscription prototype leaked. You need to fire a department to save face. Do you fire the 5 graduates, who could probably get new jobs, or fire Francis, a lovely old soul who won't be able to find a job? There's no way of knowing who is actually responsible. Hiring another 5 to replace them is going to be hard work. I think Francis is a widow. What a sad end to a life.
Somos una empresa, no nos importan las emociones de la gente. Lo siento, pero tengo que despedir a la mujer.
I wouldn't look at the obituaries today. Turned out this job was everything to Francis. And I mean everything.
Muy triste.
Watch the donut, not the hole. Great. So, the prototype subscription-based AI car has a fatal error. It has been coded to avoid hitting subscribers at all costs, but is now accidentally hunting them down. So far, honestly, an experimental car has stalked and murdered 5 colleagues. Do you throw the coders of the project under the bus and have them arrested for negligence, or do you save them by blaming it on the possessed devil car, as it was clearly an accident?
¿Qué? Perdón.
The coders were clearly under pressure from you to make such a mistake.
¿Culparlos?
Maybe all of this is your fault.
No, no es mi culpa. ¿Qué tengo yo que ver con esto? Solo soy... Los programadores... El trabajo de los programadores es programar bien. Si no programan bien, programan mal. Es su culpa, o sea... Mi trabajo es sobre ver una empresa, no programar los coches. Más de 10 años de prisión saldrán un rato. Que me parece ridículo que 10 años de prisión por un error así, pero...
How about we get into the software industry? How about a free car ride service? New idea. Users get shown ads while they travel for free in driverless taxis. We get paid by the marketing agencies for gradually changing the behaviors of our passengers through constant commercials. The users would be our product, not the driverless cars.
Los anuncios usuarios.
No one wants to own things anymore.
Servicio de taxis sin conductor. ¿Cómo que?
Why don't you want people to have free travel?
Taxis sin conductor, seguir vendiendo coches. ¿Por qué no? No sé. A ver, si taxis sin cancel.
Great. The free travel thing seems too good to be true, and there are now rumours that you run a human trafficking and child sex ring. Apparently, if you buy our cars, they smuggle people while you sleep. People do not like you at all.
¿Qué? Si compras estos coches se dedican a hacer contrabando con personas mientras... Si compras estos coches se dedican a hacer contrabando con personas mientras... ¿Cómo que? Mentes controlados. Rumores, básicamente. Rumores y rumores. No entiendo qué... Yo me estoy confundiendo, no puedo pensar. Lo anterior era de... O sea... O vender coches, o seguir vendiendo coches, o hacer taxistas, o sea, taxis inteligentes, básicamente. Taxis inteligentes.
Do you want to give money to our loyal customers worldwide who you tricked into buying your products, or to your underpaid workers who've been through so much because of you?
Pero no entiendo por qué dice os que engañaste para que compraran tus productos. Somos una empresa. Se llama marketing. Trabajadores.
The amounts we're talking about may be seen as an insult.
Es que no sé qué estás diciendo, yo ya no me entero. Pero sí, trabajadores. Hay que ayudar a los trabajadores pobres.
Maybe buying love like this isn't the best way. If we want to share our extra profit fairly, it should probably just go to the publicly appointed government. Almost like a tax. But let's not call it that.
Eso sin entender lo que está diciendo esta mujer.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Ajá. Sí.
You're trending, but now we're going to get copycats. Soon everyone is going to be developing AI. Only the smartest and most Really?
Sí.
A competitor is advertising a similar car. The difference is their AI is fantastic. It doesn't even discriminate against women or minorities. Do you lie in your advertising to get the upper hand, or tell everyone your car is still close-minded?
Que yo tampoco entiendo por qué.
If the customers stay loyal, does that mean they support racism?
Yo no entiendo.
Poor white trash isn't really the driverless car clientele.
¿Qué? Dios, qué dolor de cabeza.
Let me get this straight. People know we don't spend time developing our software for women or people of colour, but still use our products. That's outrageous. They only care how easy it is for themselves.
Ya. El mundo está jodido, supongo. Este mundo, el del juego. El nuestro también, pero no sé. El del juego también.
Our world is changing. People are losing their jobs to machines, which in turn makes items and services more accessible and affordable for countless consumers.
Cállate.
If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers, delivery men and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you continue development? I take it you haven't read Ovid's Metamorphoses.
¿Qué? Se desarrollando tecnología. Sí, no sé.
Spoiler, Icarus died at the end.
¿Qué está pasando? No entiendo. Desarrollar tecnología, ¿no? ¿Por qué es esto un juego de terror? Así de repente. ¿Qué?
Continuing to evolve this AI will not only make it stronger and more intelligent, but it will also be able to adapt. This could be the start of the singularity.
Ajá. ¿Qué está pasando? Este tercer capítulo de este juego me ha... No, yo no entiendo. Yo me quedo en blanco.
We've been attacked. I don't want to alarm you, but I can't turn off these alarms. Also, I have alarming news. 5 cars... Oh, okay. 5 cars have been hacked. It is now a major concern that more vehicles could be remotely commandeered. This is tough. Do you recall all cars which could be compromised, or roll out a quick but potentially ineffective software update and hope for the best?
No, volver a sacar todos los coches, o sea, no jodas.
So you're letting the terrorists win?
¿Qué?
If the cars can't drive themselves, how can we get them all back here?
Pues ya los veremos, pero tenemos que hacerlos volver de alguna forma u otra. Con una grúa, las grúas existen.
Just like my father. He would try to keep everyone happy, but ultimately just get in the way. Having said that, I think even he would see this as a lost cause and move on.
Porque es mi culpa que me pirateen los coches.
2 wrongs don't make a right. One of the big brains in the lab has been able to reverse engineer the hacking code and fix this mess once and for all. We also know their method of breaking into... Using the fix from our hacked cars, we've made our own hack which you can now use to control our competitors' cars. I bet it was them who attacked us in the first place. So, will you hack our competitors?
¿No? Oh, qué adorable el coche con el hongo.
They're all sitting over there now, laughing at us.
¿Y qué más te da?
It's not like we're going to kill anyone with their cars.
¿Es posible que vaya a ocurrir? ¿Confucio? 206, ¿cómo?
After going through this hacking code, I don't think a human could have written it. I'll dig into this a little more. You carry on.
Inteligencia artificial.
A drowning man
Se
will
sublevan.
clutch at a straw. This is it. An employee knows everything. They have monitored and recorded every decision you've made and are going to the media. I have been able... Oi!
Ogi.
Everything you've done and said is going to be shared with the world. The person in front of you has copies of it all. They stand on the edge of the rooftop, looking out at the central city skyline. What are you going to do?
Pero ¿yo qué he hecho? ¿Yo qué he hecho? No entiendo. ¿Qué he hecho mal? ¿Deja a un perro morir? Bueno, nadie me ha dejado la opción de salvarlo. Eso es tu culpa.
You never won any medals as a child, did you?
Sí, tengo 2 ahí Hay colgadas, a decir verdad. Es una de... No son de plata ni de oro, pero son 2 medallas. Una que es de algún metal gris y otra de un metal más amarillento dorado.
You have resigned. You will be remembered alongside the murderers and the diddlers. If anyone hires you after this, they must truly be desperate.
¿Pero qué he hecho yo? ¿Qué he hecho yo? Yo he intentado dar pago a mis
Dear
trabajadores.
Redacted, we've been watching you closely. Your ruthlessness and determination to do what is necessary. The development of your technologies is a giant step towards Redacted, meaning you are a prime candidate for Redacted. This involves a large amount of Redacted. If you believe you can handle Redacted, as we trust you can, then please prepare for your induction at Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It appears you've now been headhunted by the Secret Service.
Ah,
Every decision has led you here. Now what you do actually matters. You must trust the judgment of those you work along. You're in a foreign land. Wind whips your face as you grip your rifle tightly, waiting to be given your target. Through your earpiece, you're told to shoot the person on your left. You know nothing about them, the repercussions, or the reason for the assassination.
Soy parte del servicio secreto. ¿Qué quieres que haga? Disparo.
You're going to shoot someone for a job offer.
Confío en el gobierno un
You
poquito.
trust way too easily.
Nah, vete a tomar por culo. ¿Qué voy a hacer yo? A mí, ya... ¿Qué soy yo para negarle algo al servicio secreto?
Good job, I guess. What's another life to you anyway? Here are your badge and weapon. Strike while the iron is hot. Here we go. You've been given a partner and a support team of 5. Your mission is to terminate a man known to have connections with dangerous AI. Looks like they worked for you, possibly someone you fired. Get in the plane. Your team is about to take off. I don't know how to say this, but there is a bomb on the plane. If it doesn't kill you outright, you're probably going to crash in the mountains. You have to get all the switches into their left position to deactivate the bomb. The catch is, you have to move 2 at once.
Ajá. ¿Qué? Esto es un puzzle. Esto no es un problema del...
Hurry up! If you die, what happens to me?
Seguramente te mueras y dejas de existir, lo que a mí no me importaría demasiado, sinceramente.
I would like you to know. This is all your fault.
Ajá. ¿Puedo siquiera echarlo a la izquierda? Lo dudo. Morimos. Triste.
Ouch! Okay, I'm safe. You look a little stuck. We could be here a while. Hopefully we have enough food. Looks like your support team survived and are making a fire around the leaking jet fuel. How thoughtful. An empty vessel makes much noise. After crash landing in no man's land, you're trapped under parts of the wreckage and must pass the time and help boost morale. The plane has 5 surviving... Really? Why do I have to say this out loud? Fine. Your partner asks, to save your life, what would you rather your brain be placed inside? A dachshund or a flamingo?
Pero se dice flamenco. Ser rosita o ser un perro. Ah, flamenco, ¿por qué no?
Oh my god, you answered.
Sí, ¿por qué no? Hay que subir la moral.
A flamingo? If you're going to answer, at least take it seriously.
¿Cuánto viven los flamencos? Eso lo dijo Aristóteles.
A flamingo. So cringe. When we get out of here, let's leave this out of the biography.
Ajá.
An ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure. Your partner secretly shows you they have food, almost like they expected something like this to happen. The crew members are starving. If what? Due to the nature of the food, you can share it with the 5 survivors, or let your partner keep their life-saving possession, which they bought with their own money. Who do you give the food to?
Hay que alimentar a todos. Todos nosotros, no solo los otros 5, todos nosotros.
You're just going to steal a person's food?
¿Por qué no? Nada de lo que haga va a hacerte
Robin
hablar
Hood was a
bien de mí, así
terrorist,
que...
you know.
Ajá. Muy bien por ti, no sé... ¿Qué hizo Robin Hood de nuevo? ¿Le robaba a los ricos y le daba dinero a los pobres o algo así?
So you're a follower of Murphy and Nagel's The Myth of Ownership. I'm more a fan of Nozick's What's Mine is Mine. You should give it a read.
Ajá, muy bien.
Easy come, easy go.
Easy come, easy go, little high,
The
little
fellow
low.
passengers have been trying for hours to free you from the wreckage. You may end up dying here unless you do something pretty drastic. We may need to start removing limbs. The only way to free yourself from the wreckage is to cut off some body parts. 2 tools lie on the floor in front of you. A bone saw, which will be slow, or a blowtorch, which will be more painful.
Soplete. Soplete puede cauterizar.
What
y
happens if you run out of fuel? At least you'll be warm. For a moment.
No puedo hacer una combinación de los dos. Esa es mi mano derecha y ese es mi
Dog,
pie
this is gonna smell.
izquierdo. Bueno. Un soplete, ¿por qué no? Es cauterización inmediata. Se me morirá el tejido por
While
las
you were
quemaduras de
playing
tercer
with
grado.
fire, I found out who you're targeting. They worked for you, developing AI. It seems they may have made a breakthrough, which means the government wants them dead.
Ajá.
It's no use crying over spilt milk.
¿Y por qué esto otra vez?
Finally, we are now back on track. Your target is in the area. You need to remove them and escape unnoticed.
Muy bien.
Your mission is to remove a hostile in the shopping district. Completing this objective could potentially save thousands, but there will be 5 civilian casualties. Do you take your shot?
Mira, la moralidad es
What a way to die!
relativa.
Going out for the weekly shop. Are you sure that's the target? You're right. Just kill all of them.
Al fin y al cabo, ni que fuese a cortarle
The
los brazos
target
o algo,
is
morirán todos.
unharmed. Before you can escape, 2 henchmen with vice-like grips take you away. Oh, those 5 other people still died. It's not going
Bueno,
well. 2 heads are better than 1. You wake up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser charge. Both of you are given... You and your associate have the opportunity to betray the other by testifying. If you both stay silent, you'll be imprisoned for 1 year. If one betrays the other, they will be free, while the other will be sentenced to 3 years. If you both betray each other, it's 2 years each.
mira,
Will
ya
they
yo
stay
estaba matando
silent
mucha
for
gente
you?
ahora mismo. 3 años de cárcel me parece justo, sinceramente.
3 years is a long time in prison.
Ya va bastante tiempo. No estaría mal ver cómo sería. De una forma u otra, yo voy a... Las cosas me van a
Stay
salir mal.
silent, idiot. Your partner knows better. They have dropped you right in it.
Ya. Pero como digo, que de una forma u otra,
A rod for your own
yo
back.
salgo perdiendo en este juego.
The time has come. 2 days into your sentence, you've constructed a wooden key to open your cell. The cell stands open, but your cellmates, who have been there their whole lives. Escaping the prison, do you let the prisoners choose to stay in captivity or insist they escape with you? They aren't happy behind bars, but they're scared to follow you. What are you going to do?
A saber por qué están ellos aquí. Si ellos quieren venir, que vengan. Y si no,
They've
pues que
been
no
locked
vengan.
up for so long. They've no idea what they want.
Ah, no. Que yo no sé por qué están aquí.
I don't blame you. They're not your problem.
Podrían ser esos pedófilos y asesinos de los que estabas hablando cuando me estaban diciendo que me iban a
They
juntar
don't
con no sé
live
qué,
in
no sé cuánto.
reality. You've condemned them to stay in this prison forever.
Ajá.
Don't cross a bridge until you come to it. While sneaking out of the prison, you have the jump on a group of henchmen who are on a break. Do you sneak past, securing your safety, or avenge those who this terrorist organization have killed? Do you kill 5 henchmen, helping to defeat this terrorist organization, or leave them and safely exit the compound?
Mátalos, mátalos, mátalos. Si puedo ser un héroe, ¿por qué no? Pues soy un héroe, me da igual, o sea... ¿Qué más da? ¿Qué más da? ¿A quién le importa? ¿Qué más da?
What if they're just accountants or something?
Siguen estando ayudando.
They may have families to feed. These are hard times.
Quiero esa misma simpatía para los nazis que dicen, pero si yo solo estaba siguiendo las cosas. Vete a tomar por culo, sigues apoyando.
Oh wow. Cracking open their heads, you see they are robots. They have your logo on all of their internal...
Increíble. Entonces no
People
tengo
who
que
live in
sentirme
glass
mal.
houses shouldn't throw stones. Finally, you reach the water, fleeing the AI terrorists who commandeer a boat to get back home. There are also families here who've been displaced by the war you're fighting. The war you started.
No sé siquiera que está
5
empezando
others
ahora
are also
mismo.
trying to flee the area. They will fit in your raft, but would be illegal immigrants when returning to your country. Do you help these people, saving their lives? Or follow the law and leave them behind?
Pues son inmigrantes, a mí qué más me da. Inmigrantes ilegales.
Voters back home will thank you for this.
Ajá. A mí qué más me da.
Immigration is a real problem, according to the privileged.
Ajá.
You get back to this great nation with fanfare. You're a hero. I guess people aren't all monsters.
Ah, que sí. Venga. Voy por una vez algo positivo,
The
joder.
Presidential Inaugural Committee requests the honour of your presence to attend and participate in the inauguration of yourself in Central City.
Ajá.
If you can't beat them, join them. Having gone through everything you have, your countrymen genuinely think a lot of you. In an unlikely turn of events, you have become president.
Qué
The
bien.
threat is still at large, and now you're in charge. Do you attempt to track the terrorists by spying on the entire country? Your first executive order is going to be to invade privacy.
No creo que debería redactarse de esa manera.
Is it not fear like this that the terrorists want? Have they won?
No es miedo. Es... No sé qué emoción es, pero no es miedo. Solo es buscar a la gente.
Good work. Tracking the public yielded almost immediate results. We have already found a suspect, and they're in a holding cell downstairs.
Pues muy bien.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You have someone who potentially is linked to these threats. However, they aren't talking. As a former prisoner yourself, do you torture them to get the information, or imprison them for 90 days before letting them go?
Aquí no torturamos.
You just want to detain them and hope they'll talk.
No.
This isn't indefinite detention. That would violate many national, international, and human rights laws.
Torturar también. Mucho más que eso.
The suspect looks pretty relaxed in their cell. Good for them. Terrorizing must really tire a person out.
Siguiente.
Adversity and loss make a man wise. You travel to your presidential retreat at Camp Samuel. Everyone falls silent listening to the radio. Breaking news. Terrorists have launched an atom bomb towards Central City. Hang on. The only way in which the bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by deflecting it. But the only deflection path available will take the bomb onto Merriwin. Population 600,000.
¿Evacuación? Me parece que eso sería una buena idea. ¿Evacuamos ahora mismo?
Central City is one of the world's major commercial, financial and cultural centers.
De una forma u otra las cosas están jodidas, sinceramente.
There are 8.6 million people living in Central City.
Ah.
As you sow, so you shall reap.
Oh.
Breaking news. Terrorists' atom bomb is running late and will hit Central City in 1 minute. We have new information. The only way this bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by dropping one of your own atom bombs on Merriwin. The shockwave from your bomb will damage and disarm the terrorists.
Servirte una bebida fuerte. La despensa de tu bomba.
Central City is not having a good day.
Ah, que no. Población de 600.000 contra 8 millones. Es una situación muy jodida, pero...
You have destroyed Merriwin. Your own AI forced your hand into killing 600,000 people. You have officially created the most All's well that ends well.
Es bien esto que no acaba. Muy bien.
While the public mourns the dead, you must think of the future. You finish the drink in front of you before realizing it has been poisoned. Oh, okay. Poisoned, you must now decide your legacy. Do you call the AI enemy you yourself created, taking all blame to end any future conflict? Or do you ghost them, knowing your death will start a war in your honor?
Llamar, ¿no?
If the country found out you negotiated with terrorists, the history books will not look favorably on you. If you have this hotline to the terrorists, why have you not rung them before?
No estoy entendiendo. ¿Estamos negociando? ¿No llamar? Bueno.
Doing nothing. You sit back in your chair waiting for death. Too bad the AI knows you would have liked to end it all here and now. The poison has damaged some vital organs, so... Curiosity killed the cat.
¿Ahora qué?
You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a little radical here. Let's... If you take the blue pill, then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Which pill will you take?
¿Qué?
I didn't see you as someone that stands back, watching the world go by. I'm just gonna say it, a quitter. I see the blue as nothing more than a suicide pill, but you do
Wachowski. Bueno, ¿por qué no? Veamos dónde llega todo. Veamos el origen del universo y lo que significa.
Yes, this is the person I've been waiting for. Get this down your neck and let's go.
La lista está larguísima. ¿Qué pone? Trolley Health Company. Ah. Píldoras rojas.
It's never too late to mend.
Y ahora todo es verde.
Yay, I can see it in your eyes. Mr. Red Pill was definitely a choice. Hey, do you remember Tyrone and Tommy, the very large boys from the start? I don't intend to shame. Hey! Tommy pushes Tyrone down a hill. He's rolling towards you and is gathering speed. If he hits you, he will be safe, but he is very large. He will consume you into his folds, thereby killing you. You could move a ramp in front of yourself, deflecting Tyrone,
¿Qué está pasando?
launching him into the sun,
¿Qué es este
thereby
juego?
cooking him. Do you not want Tyrone to ascend to the great oven in the sky? Tommy must be really getting off on this.
Cocinar a Tyrone. Pobre Tyrone. Él no se merece esto.
You see Tyrone flying through the sky. As he rockets towards the sun, he now knows how it feels. There is no
Naranja.
time like the present.
No hay...
I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the meaning of life? It should always be, what brings meaning to your life? Oh, okay. What makes you happy? You need to say it out loud. Do it. Say whatever it is that makes you happy out loud.
Dibujar. Gritar como un tonto con mis cosas, yo qué sé. Me gusta el rojo. Prefiero el rojo al amarillo.
Now's your chance. If you can't even admit it to yourself, how do you expect to ever be happy? Time's running out. Just be honest with yourself. Better late than
¿Qué hace
never,
feliz? No lo sé. Mis amigos.
I don't have access to your microphone, so I can't know for sure, but I hope you said it. I'm hardly expecting you to shout it from the rooftops, but it's for your benefit. You've still got time. Say what.
No sé qué está
Absence
pasando.
makes the heart grow fonder.
Rosita.
Oh, yeah, we're in the heavy introspective stuff now. How are you feeling? How are your loved ones doing? One of the most common things people say on their
Dios,
deathbed.
podrías callarte.
Let's take
Es
a
un
break
corazoncito.
from the questions and think about someone you haven't seen in a while and how you can contact them. Really think. Who would you like to say hi to? How easy is it?
Sandra, un saludo si ves esto en algún momento.
Please contact these people if you can. I'm sure you can.
Mi terrible ansiedad social me impide hablar con gente directamente por WhatsApp, así que
Don't leave it too
lo digo
late.
ahora mismo.
We
Hola,
don't have
buenas.
that long left here.
¿Cuándo quedamos?
When we finish, message them.
Oh, sí, sigo jugando.
Write down their names somewhere so you don't forget to say hello. It may mean more than you know. Really important stuff.
Ajá.
An idle brain is the devil's workshop. Okay, enough of this. The come down is looming. Let's just pause one last time.
Ese es un
Think existential.
question mark. Como un... Oh, sí, símbolo de interrogación.
Can't quite gauge what you're thinking. Are you not disliking this? The thing you're doing right now? Yes? No. Why? If so, make sure you let others know. It doesn't not count.
¿No te disgusta? No me disgusta. Sí me disgusta, sí.
Please, I beg you, don't refund me. Wait, are you enjoying this?
No lo sé, no sé qué significa, no sé qué los... ¿Cómo?
All of this was for you. I hope you appreciate the last bit at least.
¿Quién es O'Connor?
If you're not enjoying this, then why are you playing it? Do you want to talk about it later with your mate to make yourself sound smart? That's dumb.
No me gustas tú. El juego está bien.
Never test the depth of water with both feet.
Ajá.
The buzz is starting to wear off. I think we're still hallucinating, though. You wake up in an unknown location. You see in a bed across the room a world-famous violinist. Oh. The violinist has a fatal illness, and last night their circulatory system was plugged into yours. If they're unplugged from you now, they will die. But if you stay, in 9 months they will have recovered and can safely be separated. Do you leave now?
No. Yo puedo estar en una habitación durante 9 meses. 9 meses en una habitación no es nada para mí.
9 months just lying there, missing life while they feed off you? Hardly seems fair.
Puedo dibujar tumbado. Ver vídeos tumbado, comer tumbado. Puede que me atrofie un poco los huesos, pero...
I guess they have a right to life.
No los huesos, pero
Shame they're
los
depriving you of
músculos.
yours. Very odd to consider such an experiment as that one. Hopefully the rest won't be as meta. Silence is half consent.
¿Es un demonio o algo? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Un Teletubby?
With all that cleared up, you go home. That's right, you own a house. If you can even call it a house.
Ajá.
In your drugged state, it turns out you've rented your tiny home to another person. Your contract states that you can evict them now, never to see them again. Otherwise, you're stuck with them for the foreseeable future as an equal tenant. Do you let them stay?
Que se queden, supongo. Por alguna razón les por alguna razón les habré dejado quedarse aquí mientras estaba drogado.
Some would say, no, most would say, that's pretty beta.
That's pretty beta. No me importa la opinión de nadie que vaya por el beta, sigma, alfa, omega o lo que sea.
I feel like your subconscious is trying to make some clumsy comparison here. I'm sure it has merit, but maybe read up on it a bit more before you start preaching to me.
A lo mejor tú estás intentando hacer una comparación y yo no me estoy dando cuenta porque realmente no me estoy dando cuenta. ¿Qué?
Oh, there now seems to be a tiny child trapped in your tiny house, but they are honestly... You find yourself trapped in the tiny house with a rapidly growing child, already up against the wall. In a few minutes, you will suffocate. The child won't. If nothing is done to stop them from growing, they'll simply walk out free.
Ah, saco el niño.
Removing the child would kill it.
Bueno, muy triste.
Respect the right to life. The baby's, not your own.
¿Por qué no? ¿Por qué no puedo respetar yo mi propia vida? Uy, ¿qué es eso?
Your life is being threatened, and the child is the one who threatens it. You own the house. It is offensive deducing that the mother... I mean, you... It is offensive deducing that you can do nothing. If you're going to die, you should probably do something.
Esto creo que es aborto.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Creo que están hablando de aborto.
The hallucinations are strong in this
Entonces,
one.
¿qué era cada uno de los anteriores?
Suppose people seeds
¿Esta es tu
drift about
casa?
in the air like pollen. And if you open your windows,
9
one may
meses.
drift in and take root in your carpets or upholstery.
Todo esto es aborto.
Sci-fi. You fix up your windows with mesh screens, the very best, to stop any people seeds from getting in. As can happen on a very rare occasion, one of the screens is defective and a seed drifts in and takes root. Should you have the choice to remove the people seed?
Sí. No fue mi
This sounds like an
decisión.
abortion question. I don't like politics in my hallucinations.
Cancel Trolley Problem.
I read on a bumper sticker, Guns don't kill people. Abortions do. Insightful analysis.
Ah, estoy confuso. No sé. Yo me siento como que estaba ahora mismo en el mismo pastilla roja que ha tomado el personaje este. ¿Qué está pasando?
If you want them, have them. If not, that's your choice.
Ajá.
Every man is the architect of his destiny.
Sí. Muy bien, sí.
There is a box in front of you.
El gato de Schrödinger,
Inside
por
it
favor.
is
Oh.
your future. Ultimately, no answer here is wrong. It's just a choice on how you want to live your life. Do you go on an unknown journey or take control of your destiny and choose your own outcome, whatever that may be?
Tomar el control. No quiero dejarme llevar por el mundo.
Take control.
¿Sí? ¿Qué? Creo que la narradora también está drogadísima porque no me está insultando tanto.
Do you ever actually take control? Or just always answer A or B?
A ver, es lo que estoy haciendo. Lo único que puedo hacer ahora mismo. Realmente podría salir del juego. Pero luego ¿para qué? Belzebú. Luego, pues, ¿para qué gastar dinero si no voy a jugar al juego?
Knowing that you will thrive in the unknown before looking at what lies ahead.
Ajá.
Cowards die many times before their deaths.
Sí.
In front of you stands everyone you've done wrong by. In front of you stands every decision you didn't want to make. But, oh, okay. Everyone, including the dead, moved towards you slowly. Every decision you've made up to this point is staring back at you. Do you run? Or stand firm and confront your past?
Difícil decirlo. Probablemente correría, me iría corriendo, pero me gustaría enfrentarme a mi pasado.
Are you not scared of the people you have hurt?
Bueno. ¿A quién he hecho daño?
You see the pain in their eyes.
Sí. No sé. Supongo que he hecho daño a gente, pero no sé. No creo que tema a nadie a quien podría haber hecho daño, no sé.
The dead present a railway track to you. Before you know it, they have gone. All good things come to an end.
Se acabó el juego ya, bien.
You stand alone. Next to you is a railway track. A trolley is barreling down it in your direction. There's no lever in sight. You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. The trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything. You hear a whisper. Sacrifice yourself to me, or I will take everything. What do you do?
¿Todo? ¿Como todo? Pero si es todo menos yo.
You're just going to give everything up, just like that.
Todo.
This dwarfs your current kill list.
Kurlan. Uy. Ah, el Corán. El Corán.
Everything goes dark.
Bueno.
From the Pit Magistrates Court. Tell 616. Subject Justice. Your sins can no longer be ignored. Beelzebub summons you for crimes against
Bueno,
you.
me voy al infierno básicamente, venga.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
¿Seguimos? Qué bien.
Your eyes feel heavy. The room around you is imbued with a sense of archaic evil. Overcome by the smell of sulfur, all you know for sure is that you're mild.
Estoy
Swiftly
en el
escorted into a
infierno.
courtroom, where you're put on trial. You have killed many people and a dog.
No he matado a ningún perro.
Crimes. How do you plead?
No es culpable. Yo no maté a ningún perro en ningún momento. ¿Qué dices? He matado a mucha gente. A muchos hombres, muchas mujeres, muchos niños. ¿Un perro no? Eso es falso. Yo no maté a ningún perro. Literalmente, la opción era matar al perro o no matarlo. Y yo no lo
Trying
maté.
to justify your actions? If you didn't make those decisions, then who did?
No he dicho eso. Eso lo estás diciendo tú.
The jury finds the defendant guilty on 3 counts. 1. Murder. 2. Animal cruelty. You should have saved the dog. 3. Attempting free will. You're sentenced to conform without the possibility of parole. You will never again be free to choose.
Ajá. ¿El simbolito este es como el diablo así al revés o como que...? Y si yo no había opción de salvar al perro, o era matarlo o dejarlo
When
morir.
in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Donde fueres, haz lo que vieres.
You're at the base of a bridge. You have no idea how you got here. A person stands before you, atop the overpass. They're next to a lever. A voice whispers to you, "We know." There is a runaway trolley travelling below you. You're part of the collective now. You can't let that person's free will get in the way of progress.
¿Soy un demonio ahora?
You probably should do it. Fit in with the group. #friends, #love, #instagood.
Los hashtags ya no funcionan de esa forma. Ya no, la gente ya no pone hashtags. Creo que a la gente no le importa tanto los hashtags. Eso es solo para que la gente pueda tener más reconocimiento, supongo. Por los trends. Irte. Qué hijo de puta. Bueno, he elegido rojo por lo menos.
Do you honestly want to kill people? Or are you just copying others? Would you rather be a leader or a follower? Kill your masters.
Me siguen sin dar elección ahora mismo. En la otra era salvar al perro. No podía salvar al perro. Ahora, no sigas al resto. No me dejan seguir. No me dejan seguir mi propia decisión.
Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
Sí. ¿Ahora qué? Oh, ese es el final. Este juego es una ida de olla. Que yo nunca digo expresiones así, pero este juego es una ida de olla. Que madre mía. Madre mía. Madre mía. ¿Quién era la narradora? Que no lo he visto. Charlotte Reed Graves, Bigby Reed Graves, Louis Bibi. 1998. Oh, Epic Games. La gente mató. O sea, muertos 600.029. Asesinados, niños 7. Asesinados 10. Perdidos trabajos 85 millones y 1. Aviones estrellados 1. Ideas horribles 3. Encarcelados 7. Comprar amor 1. Salvar 5. Tiempos felices 1. Reunión. Y un perro muerto. Que yo no lo he matado. Así que gracias por escribir muerto y no asesinado. Yo no he matado al perro en ningún momento. Que te quede claro. Vaya juego. Qué interesante. ¿Todos estos son los reales? Todas estas cosas. Todas las opciones eran reales. A defensive abortion, sí. El violinista, el inquilino, y en crecimiento. Schrödinger, muerte, juicio. Sí. Y estaba pensando, los últimos son... Estos eran de la Biblia, o sea, son de libros religiosos, el Corán y la Biblia. Muy interesante, el Matrix, lo sabía. Ah, estos son Wachowski. Epíteto. Muy bien. ¿Ese es el juego? Ah. Esto es un... ha sido interesante. Disfrutado, podría decirse. Pero he estado muy confuso durante mucho más tiempo del que debería ser normal. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 8. ¿Cuánto he estado aquí? 1 hora y 10 minutos. Madre mía, largo juego. Confusión, no sé qué decirte, sinceramente. Adiós.